We're live. It's Sunday night. I'm here with the AGP fam. I'm here with Cherie Attitude. I'm here with Mr. Razor. We're here tonight to have an exciting conversation about top 5 male rappers. We're gonna get to it. So, how y'all doing, man? How was the weekend? Everybody all right?
Nice.
Man, it was good. It was good.
Y'all ready to get to this? Y'all ready to get to this top 5? Y'all ready for me to give y'all another one of the greatest
Oh,
lists
here
ever
he
been made,
goes.
Oh
man?
man,
I got
that's
you.
how we know he's whack, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
hey, I got something for you in a few minutes. Let's get this started. Yep. We're here again with another night, man. I hope everybody out there is doing fine. Everybody's gonna come and join the program later on. I hope you guys are doing okay. You're here with the AGP team, the AGP fam. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with Cherie. Cherie, what's going on with you?
Hi, y'all. Happy Sunday.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was nice. Me and my hubby went out, had a nice time, enjoyed the night, and now back to business. Back to business. Cause I'm a hurt some feelings with this list tonight.
Oh, the
So
list going. You gotta hurt them. Hurt
yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
True that. But as long as your list ain't as whack as Razor's list, so as long as your list ain't as whack as Razor's list, we all good.
Yes,
No
won't
issues.
be whack.
All right, Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Man, I'm here, man. I can sense the hate going on already. Just like this.
Before you finish, remember Thursday night you claimed we were hating on you. Remember you told us Friday was supposed to be nice and warm. What happened Friday?
What happened? Friday was nice. We
No,
had a
Friday
little
was not. Cut it out.
Friday
Friday
was
was not nice. Friday was 48 degrees. Is that nice and warm?
no.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
said Saturday.
No, you said Friday
Saturday.
and Saturday. Well, how
yeah,
you
we
doing,
had
my brother?
we had a little rain, But that's
Little.
it.
Yeah, little. We had a hurricane, a tsunami.
Oh man, it did pour down, man. The weather didn't predict that, man. I didn't see that on the barometer. So
Yeah, you need to buy a new barometer. Your barometer broken.
I just saw the nice weather, but if you was inside, you was inside. You was under the sheets, hearing the rain outside. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a peaceful thing. But yeah,
Go ahead.
my weekend is okay so far. I made some oxtail today. I'm not sharing those. Oxtail is too expensive.
Hey, I don't blame you. I made oxtail. I ain't even share with the family. I ate it myself. Oxtail too expensive to be sharing with people. Especially people in your household. They like to eat like they ain't at a restaurant, so they take 6, 7 pieces. Like, nah, Playboy, this is me.
Yeah, man, oxtail is
That,
it's expensive.
yeah. So let's get our listing start here for top 5 rappers, male rappers. We talk about top 5 male rappers. Who we say Soldier Boy will be in the top 5?
You.
Drake? Yeah.
Drake.
We put Soldier Boy in our top 5. Hey, Soldier Boy did start. According to Soldier Boy, he started everything in rap.
Yeah, nah.
Nah, Soldier ain't made it.
No.
Good
No.
luck next time, Soldier.
Not even in the top 30, Soldier.
Exactly.
I
Not.
don't even put him in the top 1,000.
Mm-mm.
I don't even got him in my top 1,000. G. I ain't even playing. But yeah, man. So great rappers, man. Their accomplishment off. Like when I pick mines of the accomplishment off and off stage and what I perceive them to be greater. some of my top 5, life expired early, so they didn't get that longevity run. But what you could see coming from them, you could see that it was going to be a great career. Yeah. So I picked my top 5 like that. So let's get it started. Razor, what you got for your 3 honorable mention? Don't tell me Soldier Boy. Don't tell me Vanilla Ice, baby.
Ice. Listen, man, I got to get a little ice in it, man. You know that. Yeah, I got to keep up the reputation y'all been giving me, man. You know, so I got to keep a little.
Well, if you say
I know
Vanilla
you
Ice,
do
boy,
not.
we say Vanilla Ice, we taking you off for the rest of the know that.
Oh no, I ain't picked Vanilla Ice, man. But all right, so my first honorable mention is gonna be Busta Rhymes.
Bust a
Busta
bus.
Bus.
That's a bus.
Now bust a bus. Rocking
Yeah.
to the beat. Flip mode,
Come
mother.
on,
Flip
Busta.
mode.
Bus
Yeah,
a bus.
yeah, Busta been doing it. Just the energy, what he brings to the table. It's nobody. I don't see nobody that has that energy like Busta Bus when it comes to rap. That energy that Busta brings, I think is unmatched. And
Very much so. I
Yeah,
agree with you.
I
I
agree.
mean, not to agree with you a lot when we talk about stuff like this, but I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one.
Yes, but can't nobody match his.
yeah,
No.
its energy is something different that I haven't seen it duplicated. And with Busta Bus, you know, he changed with time.
Mm-hmm.
From when he was rapping back in the day till now. So he changed with time. So I think it's only right that Busta Bus is in the honorable mention because he's still doing it
I
to
agree.
this
I agree.
day.
Yep.
Number 2 is my second honorable mention is going to be Jadakiss.
Who the y'all want? Jada Kiss.
Jadakiss.
Who the y'all need? Jada Kiss. And none of y'all
Jada.
can with Jada. Who the y'all want?
Yo,
Jada Kiss. And who the
man,
y'all need? Jada Kiss.
that's
Jada.
a that's
J
a
to the moi.
You know what, Ray? I'm gonna have to give you a on that because when we talk about top 5 dead or alive, Jada, the top 5. How you gonna have G?
You know what?
It was hard for
I'm about to explain the rest of mine, but he's up there. He's up there. He's still alive and he's still doing it. Jada still might rise up there. When he did the battle, when he did the verses, he showed people what he could do because a lot of people underestimate Jada. I mean, we grew up. I mean, not grew up, but I was in New York, so people from New York know Jadakiss. They know the lyrical genius that he is.
Well, I don't think it was ever a doubt that Jada is lyrical. I think verses work off hits, and
Yeah.
even me myself found it impossible for the Locks to win when you look at Billboard. Dipset had more higher charting records than the Locks,
Yeah.
but the Locks are a real group. Dipset isn't. They're a bunch of dudes that rock together, but they're not a group. The Locks actually perform together. They do artistry together. The Locks are real artists. Even though they all 3 of them have their single career, they're a group first and foremost. They know how to work together. They know how to put themselves together. And they
And
got a
that
Jamaican as
showed.
their DJ. I mean,
And
what
that,
more can you ask for?
and that showed in the verses. It showed it right
It
there
showed it.
how
It
they
showed
are
it. It showed
together.
it. It
Yes.
showed it. It showed it.
Yes.
The chemistry is unmatched. The
Yeah.
chemistry that they have, you could tell that they've been doing that for years.
For years.
It's not made up. They probably could take 2-3 years off and come
And
back
still
and fall
come.
right back in line and sing with each other because
Yep.
they know each other. They sing each other verses. They know what's going on. So
Yeah.
like you say, hey Jada, man, he's it's kind of I want to put him higher, but he's still alive. and he's still doing his thing. You know, it's one of them things where, yeah, he's probably throughout time he might make it higher on my list.
So you saying God forbid if he was not here, he would have been on your top 5?
No. I'm saying he's still living. He's still making songs. He's still doing his thing. So you know, to a default, yes. But I think we might do this another time, and I might have him higher on my list. But right now, he's in the
I
honor.
can't wait to hear your top 5.
I'm waiting for that too. So Jada himself said, dead rappers get better promotion.
Yeah. All right. So my third honorable mention is is going to be Heavy D.
Heavy D, of course.
Heavy D.
Heavy D is Jamaican legend. So you got two historical Jamaican figure in your, I'm gonna give you some credit for that. I ain't gonna go, you got the bus, parents Jamaican. Now you got Heavy D, born Jamaican. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give you some. I'm gonna have to go ahead and give you some credit. I have to go ahead and give you some credit for this one.
Listen, man. At least I ain't getting too much hate tonight, man.
Because usually your list is usually trash.
Listen, man. Every now and then I gotta come and surprise a little,
Yeah, I see. We are surprised.
Shocked.
Are surprised. This sounds this good. Whatever.
Listen, man. Every D, every D's been
overweight lover. Adele Johnson, big up broski. Jigga. I know you was gonna pick Jigga. I ain't even had to guess that one. You being a Jamaican, that's the only rapper I think you know. Yeah. But so boy got Bus, boy got Jadakiss, Heavy D, the overweight lover. Cherie, what you got for your honorable mentions?
So I have, and Mr. Razor took my man, but I have Busta. I do because I love Busta Rhymes. He has great songs by himself and with people.
Ball in check.
Yes. And when he came out, he was very different from everybody.
Leaders of the new school.
Videos, I mean, everything. Mm-hmm. Everything.
He was the leader of Leaders of the New School, in my opinion.
Sure was. And he has one of the greatest songs, one of the greatest songs of all time with Janet Jackson.
Gotta get that body wet.
Yes.
Gotta get that body, scream my name. Yeah, that's my boy.
And then he had, he had Mariah Carey doing a little whining and the
Baby, give it to me. I give it to you.
She was doing a little
baby.
She was from the black side.
I see why nobody want to battle him in the verses right now.
Hey, man.
To be honest, I think that Missy can give him a good, because she and him.
Missy is animated. But I think it takes much more than animation to beat Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes have a lot of he got a lot of songs, man.
He does.
Lots of songs. But no, taking nothing away from Missy. Shout out to Misdemeanor Elliott. She a bad girl.
But I'm thinking animation wise and the videos and stuff like that.
I think that's why a lot of people compare. I hear a lot of people say that. But
it's
got some hits though. I ain't even going to Missy.
And remember, she wrote for a lot of people.
Yeah. Missy. When she did that, my favorite joint is her and 50.
Her and 50?
Yeah. Remix. And Missy see too much for me. Then she told me, she's like, yeah, my baby mama told her not to be broke ass want to fight. Missy know how to treat me.
Yeah. And my number, I know some people are going to hate, but I don't care because he cannot be in my top 5. But I love him. Sorry, Drake.
I think, if it wasn't for the Ghost Rider stuff, Drake would have been in my top 5.
You took it out my mouth.
It would have been really, 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 really high.
You took it out my mouth.
I'm glad they released that Ghost Rider stuff because I was nervous for a minute. I was like, oh, that boy kind of.
But we cannot. Since he started, he ain't stopped. He just keep going.
You heard what he said. I don't flip the switch.
Yes, I have to, because he's one of my favorites, because he raps for girls, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people hate on him.
He does. What I like about Drake the most? He's like he's like the rap version of Vybz Kartel. He does every song.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have one lane that he goes in. Vybz Kartel sing about girls, guns, politics,
everything,
whatever it is. Vybz Kartel will find a song to make a hit song out of it.
And Drake is the same.
I wonder if I should put Vybz Kartel on my list, even though he ain't.
I'm
just playing. I don't want nobody up here putting in the comment section later on, hey man, you a hater. Whatever.
And then my third one is Mr. KRS-One.
KRS-One. The bridge is over.
Bye-bye. Yes, gotta put KRS-One on there. Yeah. It's not a lot, but I have to put KRS-One because lyrically he was that guy.
Yeah, KRS-One. I think with his I learned a lot about KRS-One over the years. With his ancestral background of he's not 100% sure if his birth father is Jamaican, but he does know that the guy that raised him is a Jamaican. Mm-hmm. But he was told that his birth father was a Jamaican, but he don't really know that guy. So she's not 100% sure if that guy is really Jamaican, but he knows that the guy that raised him as his son is Jamaican.
Yeah, and very good activist, does a lot for the community. So
definitely.
Always involved.
Always trying to help other rappers. You always,
yeah.
Cool dude. I had a chance to meet him. Very cool dude. Down to earth. Cool dude. Cool dude all the way around in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a solid list. I like that list. Mm-hmm. Solid list. KRS-One, Drizzy Drake, Bussa Bus. I have my list here in my phone, but I don't even have to go into my list to name my honorable mentions. And I don't even really have to go to my list because I didn't even really have to spend any time or erase anything or change anything because I already know what my list is. So starting with my first honorable mention on my list would be the boy 50 Cent. I mess with it. I like 50 music. I think 50 music embodies I would say it embodies like a soundtrack for some parts of my life, I would say. So I really enjoy 50 Cent music. Over a period of time, I've learned to not like some of his antics because he's a guy that do some crazy
stuff. Nerves.
I can separate his art from the person he is. So 50 Cent is my first one. My second one would be none other than the guy that calls himself the GOAT. The guy that let you know he's bad. He take a muscle brown guy with his face in the sand. I'm talking about LL Cool J, man. The boy bad.
LL Cool J is on the
LL Cool
battle anybody. I don't care if you tell. I excel. They all fail.
Yeah, that's LL Cool J. And LL Cool J, I think him and Bimmy that they came up with the term GOAT. Now, I really didn't hear that term until LL was using it. Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give him and Bimmy that. Over the years, I've realized that, even going back now, listening to some LL music, I realized that LL is a much better rapper than he's given credit for. LL is a supreme top-level rapper, and he's probably, besides Marshall Mathers, he's probably the only rapper that people would say beat lyrically devoured cannabis. Mm-hmm. And that was
big back then. Yeah.
That was a good.
He destroyed cannabis.
Yeah, and you know what? Cannabis Jamaican. A lot of people don't know that. Cannabis
Oh
was
wow,
born
didn't
in
know that.
Jamaica.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
cannabis was born in Jamaica, raised in Canada, and then got shipped from Canada to New Jersey.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
Cool J is the one of my favorites is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one that he
Yep. Yep.
that
That was one of the that verse from X from that I think X got him in that verse, and I think LL finished that and X gonna stay out the dark because if I
I
get
could
you
make
when the sun is down, run it down. X killed that verse.
yes.
And that's how the whole beef started because
Mm-hmm.
was dissing Cannabis on the song.
On that song,
Cannabis was saying he wanted to take the mic off Ella. Cannabis said he wasn't dissing L. He was giving him props. Said he wanted to take the mic off Ella's arm and rap on it. And Ella took it as a diss and said, "This mic on my arm can never be challenged." L, that's my boy. I mess with L.
But you know what? I think that people don't give him the street credit because, and I think that,
L held it down for the streets too, man.
Yeah, but a lot of girls mess with L, so they
love Cool J.
Yeah,
Hence his name. Hello, Cool J. Lady love Cool J.
James,
So yeah, so that's my number. That was my not my number. That's my second honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
My third honorable mention, like I told you guys, I don't even have to go down my list because I already know what this is because I do my top 10 with my friends all the time. It's none other than the mighty Busta Rhymes. Ladies and gentlemen, Busta Rhymes.
Busta.
Bust.
I love Busta Freak, that Night Rider rhythm. When Busta got on the Night Rider beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yow. Busta the man, yo. Busta should be in my top 5. Jesus Christ. What am I thinking?
I know, right?
I should maybe rearrange my list. Now, after all, maybe if I made a list, Busta would have been in my top 5. Yeah, but that's what I got for my top 5, man. So I got let me see, I have to think back. So I got Busta Rhymes. I got the boy LL Cool J. Ladies love Cool James. And I got Curtis 50 Cent Jackson in my honorable mention. Now, I do have a top 10. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is in my top 10, and that's pretty much how I did it. I only did 8 out of my top 10. So maybe one day we'll go over it again and talk about who was in our top 10 on a special night. But for now, Razor got Busta Rhymes, Jadakiss, Heavy D, Cherie got Busta Bus, Drake, KRS-One, and of course, I got Busta Rhymes, Ladies Love Cool James, and the boy Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Razor, give us your number 5, 4, 3, my brother.
My number 5, 4, 3. So
there you go. Nervous.
Yo, listen. All right, so my number 5, man.
Do we need to poop on it already? Do we need to?
Listen. All right, so my number 5 is Tupac, man. Tupac. That's my number 5.
Got Tupac on your lip. Why you got him so high? That's a personal question. I just want why you got him so. That I would think it's your list, so it's not even a joke moment. I was just wondering why you have Tupac so high on the list.
No, because I think Tupac, it was a monumental thing where he's part of the culture. He rap. I like the way he raps. I think if he had enough time to manifest into his full career, I think he would have done way better. But just his songs that he sings, the mamas and everything,
sounds personal, yeah.
Yeah, they're very impactful. Tupac was singing about the black president before we got one, man. So.
And if Bush can't stop the hits, I predicted Tupac the lips except once I was down in the hood. Okay. Yeah, Tupac is my guy.
Yeah, so Tupac is that dude, man. I mess with Tupac. Like I said, he's a figure, and his songs are impactful, and till this day, And I think if had he had a chance, he still would have made a bigger impact on the culture. I mean, he's still a big impact on the culture, but I think it could have been way bigger.
I think even I rapped that part of the verse because he predicted when he said he predicted the future, and still it seems very airy that even the song he says we ain't ready for a black president, and you could sit here even though we had one,
Yeah,
we ain't ready for a black president.
it wasn't.
America isn't, and
We'll
I
never.
don't know when America will ever be ready for a
I
black
mean,
president.
and even though we had one, a lot of what we're getting now is because of what we had as a with
I used to think that, but I think that
I don't. I
I
don't.
think that America has just been like this for a long time. I think we got wool pull over our eyes when we got Obama and thought that this stuff wasn't happening, but they're emboldened to do whatever they want to do now because they had that clown in office
Mhm.
and he is emboldened to do a lot of crazy stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
Definitely.
what's your number 4?
All right, my number 4 is going to be my number 4 is going to be
I ain't
Snoop
breathing.
Dogg.
It'd be hard.
Because I'm still I'm still even though my list is made, I might have to rearrange some last minute stuff. So I'm sticking to my list.
Boy, you
You
shouldn't be
know,
rearranging
no,
nothing. Your
I'm
list
not.
should be your
Yeah,
list.
but you don't know what's on the list yet. But
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you shouldn't be rearranging. Your list should be your list. You
it's my
since
list.
you were so convinced that everybody hating on you, you shouldn't change your list. You should keep the trash that you got on there and keep it on.
You
Listen,
got
man,
SNOOP.
it's just the hating that's gonna happen, man. So I'm coming on
I'm
strong.
interested. Why Snoop Dogg as on the top? Like why?
Why
Yeah,
Snoop
because you got,
Dogg?
I asked you about, because I would think that you would have Tupac closer to maybe 2 or 1, but that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
your list, and it
yeah,
wasn't a joke thing. So I don't really have any joke for that. I just wanted to know why he was so
yeah.
high up.
Well, no. Because I think other rappers right now that I have on my list is have a bigger impact.
And
And
Tupac?
probably
Then Tupac?
no, no. I mean more lyrical.
I,
Not
I,
necessarily.
I,
Not,
I
nec-
give you
not,
lyrical
not
impact.
and we can say don't get me wrong, and we can say Snoop Dogg is have a greater impact
No, no, we can't. We can't say that.
than but Snoop
I mean,
Dogg
we could
is
say that, but we'll be
yeah.
idiots because Snoop Dogg don't have the impact Tupac Shakur have on. Tupac is being
I
taught
mean,
in school.
but
They literally have a class that they're teaching about Tupac Shakur in
mhm,
school.
In school.
yeah. But remember,
I think you're
you're
talking
right.
about different type of impacts. If you talk about just rap impact, then yeah, but we talking about all around impact.
Yeah, all around.
There's no way
I'm
Snoop can
talking
be
about
compared to Snoop.
rap. Because Snoop Dogg wrote a lot of people records that
And
that.
Snoop Dogg also get a lot of people to write his records.
Yes, but
Factory.
Snoop Dogg have a good impact, a great impact. So I mess with it. I mess with Snoop.
I mean, that's a
Snoop
good
is
pick.
there.
Garbage.
Boy, if you got Snoop on your list, you better got
What the
hit.
deal?
No,
You got pick number 3.
so my number 3 is going to be Nas.
You got Willie Esco on the
Yes,
list.
Nas.
Escobar season.
Escobar.
I don't think Escobar season has ever returned.
Yeah.
No. No. Never. He did 1 or 2 songs. It was sorry. It
That's
was,
has never returned.
you know, he got a couple of
Yeah,
songs that he did new. He dropped a new album, but it did. I listened to it, and you know,
you
I mean,
know,
I think some people age with time. I don't think a lot of these guys are able to fix their style to update it to um like nowadays.
yeah,
That
no,
you can feel the growth, feel like, I think they still stuck into I'm just gonna do uh what I know how to do. Like even I was listening to Lloyd Banks' album the other day, his new album that he just dropped. And I'm like, did you record this back when you was doing the whole G Unit thing? Because this ain't it, my brother. This is 15 years ago rap. This ain't it. But
he probably has something in the bank that he gotta that he
boy,
gotta get
well,
out.
let it out his.
But they should leave that for
it would have gained more interest.
they should leave that stuff for when they pass away, man. Leave it to their kids to put out some of these
And
things.
that's what I was gonna go with that with you at Tupac, but I'm gonna wait until we get further down the list. Sheree, what you got for your 543Z?
Okay, so my 543Z, I have on number 5. I have Rakim.
Rakim, the great one.
Yes, yes, yes. I have to put Rakim down because he was just it, man. Even though of course he didn't rapping, but even when you hear some of his freestyles that he put out from time to time, sorry. Carrie, back to but even like I heard one freestyle, he still got it. He just don't put out music no more. But lyrically, can't nobody mess with Rakim.
Yeah, Rakim's an animal.
Yes, can't nobody.
Rakim, Eric B. Those guys are animals, man.
Yeah,
Rap.
nobody mess with Rakim.
I respect the pen game.
Mm-hmm. And my number 4, has to be the top dog to me.
I already know who that is.
You know what I'm saying?
There's an end with an X and start with a D, and the middle is an M. What's the D?
Damien. Mr. DMX, God rest his soul. Even though
Been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy.
Keep it real, partner. Give to the needy.
You saying that one about Puffy?
We are not going to go there, okay? Anyway, DMX was DMX.
Man, boy, X. Rest in peace to X, man.
He was very something different and very special.
I wish I feel like if X wasn't on the stuff that he was on, I feel like he had been able to, because he have that perfect tone and voice and style to switch up to still be around now in these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie, stop.
There you go. Let's go put Bee Gees.
Which I like the Bee Gees though, but anyway, yes, DMX was DMX, and it's true. If he wasn't, he made Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sound very good. He did a little remix of that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, just freestyling it, and it sounded good. Like he was it, man. He was it. I listened to all his album. I cannot skip really. I don't see myself can't skip a song.
There's only a few songs on X album that I can skip. X have there's only a few rappers for me personally. Curtis Blow, that I can see. I can go through a straight album and listen to. It's not a lot of them, because some of these guys' albums have maybe 4 or 5 good songs, and the rest of that, to me, some of them trash.
Like Flesh of My Flesh,
Blood of My Blood. It's dark and hell is hot. That was my joint. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and dark and hell is hot is on my hard drive in the car. I listen to them. Especially if I'm on my greedy ish. I'm riding through. All you hearing is X bumping all day. Some X and some old Jigger. That old come on, man. I ain't make you get back to your list. I'm getting carried away.
And my number 3 is Tupac.
Tupac-a-roni.
Yes,
Oh,
he's my number 3. And because he had a lot, even though they stopped him in a short period of time, God rest his soul.
He was 25 years old when he died, man.
Yep. The stuff that he rapped about and you get, you know how you get shot and you just putting up your middle finger because of the anger that you have, and you come out just everything about Tupac. He could sing about loving his mom and hating his mom.
Brenda got a baby.
Brenda got a baby. Hit him up. All of these different songs that he raps some for girls, rap some for the guys, rap some for the good people. I mean, there's, he was it. Tupac for life.
Tupac-a-roni.
Yep.
Apocalypse. So I think that's a good list. You got Rakim, DMX, Tupac. Rakim have a very unorthodox style that some of these rappers you hear sometimes try to use now still. DMX style will live on forever. I mean, it's X, baby. What?
Yeah, and can't nobody duplicate DMX. Can't nobody
do X like X. X is X. Also, you got the great Tupacalypse, Tupac Amaru Shakur. I think Tupac, we already knew that these guys were going to be on the list when we talk about Tupac. Was definitely going to be on everyone's list. I don't know if it's just one of those things that people just write him in. You don't really say you love Tupac, but you don't really love Tupac, but he's a great, so you just put him on the list. I don't know if it's that, but he's always on people's list some way, somehow, but they always tell you that this person, they more likely to listen to this person's music more, but they'll still have him on the list, which is okay,
when I lived in San Diego, I was in the live when he dropped, and he was dropping music and stuff, and man, listen, I love Tupac.
Well, we're only doing male tonight, Carrie. Hold on to Roxanne Shante. Slick Rick and Dana Dane. Yeah, I remember Dana Dane. That was, to be honest with you, that was before my time in America. These are artists that I had to. Oh, I know Slick Rick because Slick Rick was Jamaican, so we always hear about Slick Rick in Jamaica, because he'll come there, his family is there.
Yeah,
Dana Dane and them. These are stuff that I had to learn after I came here. I had to go personally learn these stuff for myself to know about the music, so I can be able to talk to the kids around me about their stuff, because I didn't know anything about their type of music. So
me too. I had to learn about Roxanne Shante and MC Light and.
So for my 5, 4, 3, I mean, if you got a top 5, and then there's a rapper that's top 5 dead or alive, he got to be on the list.
Gotta be on the list.
He got to be. So when I open my top 5 list, and then there's a rapper out there that's top 5 dead or alive, I gotta have him on my top 5. So I asked y'all earlier before, and ain't nobody answer me. So I'm gonna ask y'all again. Who the y'all want? Jadakiss. Who the y'all need? Jadakiss. None of these niggas can't with Jada. Yeah, Jadakiss number 5 on my top 5 list. Jadakiss has always been in my top 5 list for years. He have never, I had people in my list that have snuck back in, because I really have a top 10. But they have snuck back in. But Jada has never left the list, because Jada has been consecutive for me.
Consistent.
He's been consecutively consistent for me over the years. And I've never seen a change. I've seen him get better. I've never seen him got worse. And the only time I felt like Jada had a challenge was with Beanie Siegel, when him and Beanie Siegel was going at it. That was the only time I felt he had a challenge when it comes to rapping. And, you know, that was the only other time. Everybody else did made
everybody else.
waste meat of them. You know, 50 when it was
Destroyed.
50 Cent,
Man,
you
he
know, no
killed 50.
matter
He
who it was,
killed 50.
running.
Yo, he did 50 dirty,
Yeah,
man.
man. He was like, yo, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I'm for real.
yo,
50 like, yo, you ain't got shot this time. What your album gonna be about?
that was wrong, man. He had to do 50 like
50.
that, man.
I think 50 bit off a little bit more than he could chew on that.
No,
I
man. He
think that was
50, yeah.
you
He
know,
made that was a horrible calculation in that one.
I think
Yes.
50 wanted oxtail, but he went to a girl that didn't know how to cook it, so it was hard. When he went out there to chew that oxtail up, it was hard.
Hard, like
Yeah.
But
Dougie Fresh.
you
Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh, I wouldn't really say Dougie Fresh is a good rapper, a good
he's not
beatboxer.
entertainer.
Yeah, good.
Entertainer.
I wouldn't class him as a great rapper, but you know,
Not a rapper, but a good, he had a nice beatbox, and that beatbox era with Biz Marquis and all, yeah, but not a
So
great.
my number 5 is Jada, because none of these end with Jada. My number 4 is the Godson himself. Over the years, I've learned to appreciate Godson. He was never one of my favorite rappers growing up. I didn't like dude. I thought that he was always trying to conscious rap me to death, and then I thought he was always trying to, like Jigga called him a koofy wearing guy, always trying to sell you something. It's always crazy to me. But over the years, I've learned to appreciate him. And the songs I like from Willie Escobar is not the typical songs that everybody else like. I like, I like the I Ams and the Nasty Nas, the Esco to Escobar, Nasty, it's Nostradamus. Like I like those type of songs from Nas. I don't like the typical ethers and the other little song. Oh, I do like the Lauryn Hill if I rule the world. I mean, how can you not like that
How
one?
can you not like it?
Yeah. But I don't like the typical songs that everybody else like from. I do like the song with him and R. Kelly. Too. So yeah, I
My
like
favorite song from him is Whose World Is This? The world is yours.
Yeah,
Mine is mine is mine.
The album that he did with Damien too.
When he's on Distant Relatives, that's my joy right there, man. I cannot find my Distant Relative CD. I've been looking for that CD. The other day, I was listening to some of the songs off Spotify, and I like, let me get my CD and put it on my hard drive and put it in my car, and I cannot find that Distant Relative CD. But maybe I'll find it one day. So my number 3 is my favorite rapper right now. He's my favorite rapper right now. And he's probably my favorite rapper. I think he's probably surpassed my number 1 and 2 as favorite rapper. But I think culturally, my number 1 and 2 are unpassable in my mind anyway, on my list. So I couldn't put him as my number 1 or 2. So I had to keep him at 3, which is a good place. Especially when you're going up against guys like my number 1 and my number 2. So my number 3 is my favorite rapper. Alive. He's one of my favorite rapper of all time. My number 1 is my all-time favorite rapper because I just feel his songs just blend in with me a lot. My number 3 is, of course, is gonna be Jigga. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Jigga.
What's my motherfucking name?
Jigga.
And who I'm rolling with, huh?
My niggas.
Nick, better get it right. Better get it right.
Who?
Jigga. What's my motherfucking name?
Yes.
Yeah, so Jigga. It's my number 3, Jigga. We have a debate to debate one of these nights, man. I've been holding this debate off for a while. I think we're gonna have to get to it. I think probably on the Sunday night here on Top 5, we're gonna have to just do a special edition of Top 5 and get this Nas and Jigga debate going. Who's the greatest?
Let's go.
Nas
Let's
and
go.
Jigga. So we're
Let's
gonna have to
go.
get that out the way. So I'm gonna have
Let's
to
go.
get some guys in, bring some more people in. And
Go.
this conversation, everybody put in their input, break it down the list, go down the list, and then give our synopsis of who's the greatest rapper.
Let's go. I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Razor. You have a number twice and a number one. Who is your number twice and who is your number one? And boy, if you say some bull crap up here, we gonna get you up out of here tonight. So hold this.
Here comes the greatest two of all time. Listen, ready, go. You know, all right. So my number two. You see, just hating, man. I had to get it out, man. You just
What you say now?
All that hate in the air, man. It's all around me, man. Shoot. My number two, Biggie.
I just mess with you. What's your number two? Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Small.
Why is Biggie your number two, man? Give us some explanation, man. We want to hear some reasoning.
Hey, man, Biggie been bad. Like, you know, they have videos of Biggie battle rapping and not too many dudes, man. Even before Biggie was Biggie, man, he was sick. He was something to mess with, and Biggie could go on for days and days, you know, battle rapping, doing all that stuff. Even what's his name, Jadakiss and them, they used to him and Biggie, you know, I heard they went at it. I'm pretty sure.
Jada didn't say that, but we don't know. I mean,
we don't really.
Yeah, it sounds. It could be if you really look into it. It could be because he did say, you know, Biggie did say N words, talking and rapping about stuff they never living, and they said that because they was rapping about all the stuff that they had and they didn't have it. He was talking about that. And everybody does that. He could have been talking about it. But hey. That's you know, but he did love them dudes, so that's kind of why I don't think he was talking about them, because he was always saying that they, you know, they up next. They, you know, he always loved those guys.
Yeah, so you know, so Biggie is it, man, and then just like the impact he had, man. Biggie could on the culture, on life, he could, you know, just the flow that he brings, and he could switch up his style, you know. He's not just one dimensional, you know. So
and dangerous. Any too many can bang with us. Straight up, we no angel us. Label us notorious.
Not too many
I gotta play devil's advocate on this one though. So how do you have Kerry say Razor gonna have a local artist for his number one? How you gonna put Tupac at number 5 and number 2?
Because I think Biggie's
hold on, you ain't finished here what I'm saying yet.
And Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, and then you put Snoop in front of Tupac. With Tupac have more songs than Biggie, even though, to be honest with you, a lot of songs that you hear from Tupac were throwaways. So you can't compare a lot of those songs, because a lot of those songs that we hear were never meant for us to hear. Just like a lot of songs that was done with Biggie, they took some of the best verses and put them on different songs when they were making different Biggie when they was making that different Biggie album. But those are actually throwaway for songs. So we didn't get that with a Tupac. I guess the technology probably wasn't ready then, or whatever it was. But we didn't get that with Tupac. We got that with Biggie. So a lot of the songs that we hear from Tupac, comparatively, if you compare all the Tupac good songs and all of the songs, you know, a lot of those songs were throwaway songs, or songs that he recorded and didn't thought it was good enough to put in an album or put out, and they wasn't supposed to come out. They just eventually got out because he died, and they wanted to make money off of it. Because like Jada say, dead rappers better promotion.
Dead rappers get better promotion.
So that's why I want to know how you put Biggie at number 2 and Pac at 5. But, you know, That was a serious question. It wasn't a one of those questions where I was gonna joke you about.
No. I just, my thing. I just think uh, Biggie is a better rapper. I think Tupac, for me, he had a lot of commercial, his hits are more commercial. I like, and Biggie, he's rap, he flows better. He could switch up his tone. He could do a lot of different a lot of different
I
things.
think Biggie is a better lyricist. I'll agree with you
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
But with your statement when you started, you was talking about the impact and everything. So if you close all of that in, that's what I'm trying to figure out. How can Biggie be higher than Tupac if you close in the impact,
The
put all of
impact.
that stuff into one another? Because that's what you said when you started. Because of the impact of this rapper, that's why he's here. So if you combine an impact plus lyricism and all this stuff, uh, Tupac being at number 5 is a hard decision for me to accept.
Tupac should
No,
be in
seriously,
top
just think
three.
about
No, but no,
Period.
no, I've looked, but like I said, I feel like, all right. So with Tupac, like I said, his life was cut short. He
it.
had
Kerry, they do call Hove one take Hove for a reason.
you know, so his life was cut short. So I think, you know, to a disadvantage. I think that its impact was cut short, and I know you're going to use the opposite with Biggie, but maybe some of the stuff that maybe Tupac did, I might feel like, hey, Tupac did some stuff in his personal that he probably should have left alone, and of course people got killed, innocent, and but I just felt like Biggie was more to me. Maybe I was in Brooklyn. I heard it more. Maybe it was a West Coast thing. To me, Biggie was more impactful than Tupac. To me,
Boy, I don't even know if I can let you keep going on with that one because you know
it,
I mean I had the best of both
but
worlds. So I'm able to
yeah.
tell you that's if you're only looking at things from Brooklyn, then you just disqualified
No, no,
yourself.
no, no, no. It's not different. I'm saying impact. I mean, I know what he brings. I know what both of them brings worldwide, not just in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was growing up, I mean, when I was little, I mean, we always just put.
You know what a better answer is, Razor? Instead of trying to justify your answer, just say I like Biggie Smalls better. That's all you
I,
gotta say.
I,
You doing a lot of jumping over bushes and a lot of running around corners. Just say I like Biggie Smalls better. That's
listen.
that's it. We can't take
Well,
it away
well,
from you. But it
well.
is your reasoning. I asked you the question because of your reasoning. When you started, you said because of impact, because of this, because of that, and then now when we're talking, you have him at
Well,
number 5. And when we do all of this clouding in together, it doesn't support your reasoning. That's all I'm saying.
well, it's my list, like Sharpman say.
Yeah, it is your list. So
I
it
haven't
is
said
your
that
list.
all.
So when you tell us
I haven't
when you
said that
tell
all
us how
night.
you
I
picked
haven't
your
said that
list,
all night. I haven't
when
said
you
it.
tell us how you picked your list,
No, no, no.
and then
But
when you said how you pick your list, and when we going off of how you pick your list, it doesn't sound right. Because if
Doesn't
you
sound.
talking about impact, one,
no, no.
the
I
most
mean,
impactful rapper you have at number 5.
well, to me, I don't think Tupac is more
Well,
impactful than
here's
Biggie.
what here's the thing. Sometimes we can think what we feel, but the fact of the matter, there's a thing out there called facts, and there's no there is not up for debate the impact Tupac has uh
Mhm.
in the world of music and in the genre of music, outside the genre of music, just by the stuff that he's done, the
Mhm.
capabilities that he did, and that he showed that he was able to do, and the things he was doing, made him one of the biggest impactful musician. Period. He's the only rapper that people consider. when Tupac died, people still don't believe Tupac
Still,
dead now, dude.
they still think that his mom took him to an island somewhere.
Whose fault is that? We know Tupac is gone. I heard when he heard the
You're
song.
not. It's still not
You know,
registering.
I'm listening. I
I'm
heard,
saying to you is that that's how impactful the guy is that they don't want to let him go.
People don't
So
believe
you
that
saying
he's
just
dead.
because you want to say you don't feel like Tupac was that impactful, I
no,
mean,
not
that's
that he wasn't impactful. I'll never say that he wasn't. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
you should when you get off tonight, you should probably go back and watch this because that's exactly what
That's
you just
exactly
said.
what you said.
No,
So you should go back and
not
listen.
that he's not impactful, but I'm
No,
just
I
saying.
didn't say you said he wasn't impactful. You said he wasn't that impactful.
That
You said to
impact.
Well,
me,
well,
Tupac wasn't that impactful.
that might have been the wrong term. I didn't mean like he wasn't that. He's impactful. I just feel like Biggie's more impactful than him. That's just what I'm saying.
Oh, I never thought Jay was trying to be like Big Carrie. I thought, and the reason
That's
I'm gonna say
blessed.
that is because Big used to always tell you about Jay. When I heard about, how I heard about Jay, Biggie
Big,
told me about Jay.
big.
Biggie was on TV. Biggie was on radio telling you that his boy Jay-Z coming. So I don't think
Well,
he was trying to be like Big. That's two different styles that, like Jigga said, just because I mentioned his rhymes, I'm paying homage to my brother. I'm not stealing his rhymes.
yeah, but a lot of people had their perception. They're saying, well, if Biggie never passed, then Jay would have
I,
never.
I we can say if Jesus didn't die on the cross, we can say a whole bunch of stuff. The fact of the matter is we'll never know. And Jigga and Biggie are two different artists that go after two different things when they rhyme. And I think there would be a position for both of them to learn. That's like, it could be telling me that Nas is a good storyteller, Biggie is a good storyteller. You're gonna tell me that if one wasn't around, one they're both great. I think people use that because they don't want to give Jay-Z as much props as they feel like he should get. And I feel like that's one of the major thing is, a lot of people have their preference of stuff that they like.
Mm-hmm.
But at sometimes we have to look at facts. And it's nothing wrong with if you like I asked you, just said that you like Biggie better. And then you still just won't say you like Biggie better. You still just say trying to go around in circles because you're trying to justify your answer when it wasn't a joke question or anything. It was just, hey, because that's what I'm gonna tell you when my number 2 and 1 come up. That I like this person better. So that's why they're number 1. Because I'm gonna show you a reason why both of them could be number 1. But the number 1 that I pick, I'm just gonna tell you because I like him better. But yeah, what's your number 1?
So
As
my
if I
number
don't know.
my number one got to be Jay Z. Jay Z is my number one, man.
Kid from Marcy.
Yeah, Jay Z. So I think Jay Z will go down as the greatest rapper of all time.
Some would say he already is.
Yeah, already is. I think his impact will outreach Biggie and Tupac.
Some would say it's already there.
Yeah, so
I think different, I think impacts have different. I think it's hard for a rapper to be compared to Tupac. And I don't want to make this too long because I want to get into mines next. It's hard for a rapper to be compared to Tupac because of his Black Panther history, the black stuff that he's done culturally in Black history. I think that the type of complexity of a person that Tupac was. Tupac was he was somewhat a gangster, he was somewhat a nerd, he was somewhat an actor, he was a songwriter, he was a rapper, he was a poet, he was everything, he was so much things that what make people talk about his impact being larger than most other rappers because he was so much different things. And one man was full of complexities. My number 2 is when we talk about Columbus Day, he's the only person I acknowledge. Christopher Latour Wallace is my number 2. I could put in a bid as putting him as number 1 because he is one of my favorite rapper. His storytelling is impeccable. But when I grouped everything together, I found him at number 2 because I do feel like he's a better lyricist than Tupac by far. I do feel like his style, Tupac does have a different type of style too, but I think Biggie's style is could be uh more taken as I would say the more
Lyrical.
I already said that. What like I just rap Bone Thugs. Like Biggie can you on a rap song.
Mm.
When you listen to Tupac and Bone, you heard Tupac. You listen to Tupac and you listen to Biggie and Bone in a song, you heard Biggie doing Bone.
Yep.
You know? And
True.
that's the difference with Biggie and Tupac to me. Like Biggie can transform his style. It's
Mm.
like he can take on anything. You heard Biggie Smalls, even though it's not hard for you to do when your mother and father Jamaican. You heard Biggie Smalls on a song with Supercat or on a song with Heavy D. He doing Jamaican stuff. I know it ain't hard to do. His mother and father Jamaican. Yeah. But that's the point I'm trying to make. He's able to transform his style into whatever song that he's on. Uh my number 1 is the great Tupac Amaru Shakur. Reasons being, like I've been explaining the whole night, his impact. I'm not just going off his lyricism. His impact is, when Tupac raps, the songs that I love, I feel. When Tupac say "Come with me, Hail Mary," I feel that song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when Tupac rapping about his mother's corrupted seed and all of this stuff, I feel those songs. I feel those lyrics. It's kind of like, it's playing in my head. Like, I could see myself saying these stuff. So, Tupac has been my favorite rapper since I was growing up as a kid. Over the years, Biggie has always been one of my favorite. But over the years, I've learned to appreciate Biggie Small so much more and start seeing that he could do so much more things and just didn't get the chance to do it. So did Tupac. I think I think we were robbed as fans of some great stuff ahead of us. And I
Yep.
think, I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see these dudes. I would appreciate another 2 years from these guys.
Yes.
I would
Because it
definitely
would have
appreciate
been
it.
wonderful. It would have been so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharpman would definitely say, I'm eyeless.
It
I'm
definitely
eyeless.
changed. A lot of these rappers right now still probably wouldn't have. They would have been rapping, but not. It wouldn't be as popular. All
Oh,
this stuff that they have going on right now, it wouldn't have been because they would have still been changing the game and doing things. It
yeah.
wouldn't have been all this
And
mumble rapping type stuff.
I think Biggie would still be here right now dropping hits like Drake. Because
Mm-hmm.
Biggie would be Draking. Biggie would be
Yep.
Lil Wayne. Biggie would be the baby and Biggie would be doing what these rappers be doing. I would have loved to hear Biggie and Snoop Dogg. I love to hear Biggie and like a real not a made up song that dude put in the studio, like a song that they put together themselves.
Together themselves.
So everyone knows how this go. Cherie is the queen of the show. So at the end, when there's no guest, Cherie gets to give her last to her number twice and number 1 last. Cherie, what you got in the bag over there for us? What you got in the bag? At least you ain't gonna tell me culturally or impactfully this guy is impactful and then tell me, oh, he wasn't that impactful to me. Three, go ahead and give us your number 2 and 1.
My number 2 is the one and only Biggie Small.
B.I.G.
And the reason why
Million fold for the
I,
BPA.
I picked them because I have 3 rappers of all time that I love. So Tupac to me was very impactful. So, but lyrically to me, Biggie was the
Definitely.
man.
I mean, I'm not.
Was the man.
I won't hide and tell anybody that. I feel, maybe we didn't get it a chance to hear how in depth lyrically Tupac could go, but and Biggie Small is a master storyteller.
He's man. Listen, 10 Commandments. You get 10 commandments. Go by the 10 commandments. Y'all don't listen. Listen to the 10 commandments.
These brothers snitch on themselves on social media. They ain't worried about no 10 commandments. They'll go up there and tell, I shot him. Me and Nemo and them. And Billy Bob. We was
With
right in the
this
corner.
right here.
We put 5 in that fool. Yeah.
With this right
They
here.
got the gun and the drugs and everything on there.
And then when they get arrested, but somebody snitched on us, bro. These fools snitching. Fool, it was you. You snitched on yourself.
Yes. That's why he's my and he has songs that people play, like Tupac is good, don't get me wrong. And they have songs but Biggie has songs that you can dance to, like especially being a woman and like to dance, and he has songs that you can dance to. You know what I'm saying? You bring a little step,
club bangers.
little style. Yeah, you bring a dance. You know?
You already know what about to happen.
Yes.
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 Hey, you know what? I think my uncle is right. Razor is definitely a Jamaican bias. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
That's perfectly fine, But yes, he has songs in there, and just like Sean said, when it came, it's Bone and Biggie, it's Bone and Biggie. He matched.
Man,
exactly.
You had that show Bone.
It was like
he showed Bone how to bone.
What? You
can't. Dangerous. Say too many can bang with us. Straight up, we know dangerous. Label us notorious.
When I heard that song, I was like, okay, Biggie. Okay. Because I'm thinking that he's gonna do the.
Yeah, you think he was gonna come in and do his Biggie flow?
But no, he was like, nah, I gotta match them. I gotta show them that I can do.
I bet you when them fools heard, I bet you they was like, man,
they was sick.
Rewrite our verse, man.
Yes. And my number one, everybody should know, my number one is Chica.
What's my motherfucking name?
Chica.
And who I rolling with?
My gosh.
Better get it right. Who?
Jigga is that dude.
Jigga.
Hey, Jigga be giving y'all the blueprint, man.
Even though everybody said his last album was whack, I think his last album was great. Because you can see how the growth.
4 was
The growth in him.
Like Jigga said, if you want hip, niggas buy my new shit. Complain that they want to hear my old shit. Go buy my old shit. You ain't hear that no more. It's broke. I mean, you ain't gonna hear the dude that got 3 kids and married running around with his wife that used to sing, me give my heart to a woman, not for nothing, never happened, I be forever macking. And he don't even sing that verse no more in the song when he rap. So you can, that dude reach a different stage in his life of growth where you just have, I would love to reach a place like that in life and be at peace with it. Shout out to Hove and his wife. Shout out to this whole list. Everybody did a good job of this list. Surprisingly, you too, Razor.
Surprisingly.
I'm still giving you the eye about that.
Yeah, you a suspect about Tupac at number 5 is very suspect. Snoop Dogg at number 4, even, but
you still a little shaky with that number 5 and number 4. You're like,
even if you had changed it around a little bit, it wouldn't have been so bad. Boy, you could tell, for some reason, I feel you didn't even really want to put Tupac in your list. You just went ahead and threw him at number 5.
No, Tupac, I was going to put him in there.
Yeah, sure.
Number 5.
I was going to put him in there. He was going to make it. I got to put him in there.
Sure you were.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, man, thanks for everybody for tuning with us tonight. Thanks. Shout out to Kerry for the comments. Shout out to Neil Johnson for the comments also. Shout out to everybody that just watching and didn't comment. We see y'all out there watching. You ain't got to comment if you're enjoying it. Just hit like and share on your social media platform.
You can enjoy them hating on me the whole show, man. It's all right. It's all good.
I think they
listen to you because you put an impactful person at number 5.
They probably couldn't wait. They probably couldn't wait for me to do this. I know they were saying, "Where's the poo on him? Where's the poo on him?" Well, here we go.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, man. But overall, it's a pretty good list. Everybody did their thing. They talked Dizzle tonight. I'm proud of you guys. Good list. We're gonna put this, maybe over the Christmas holiday on a Sunday. Maybe we put this Tupac not Tupac, this conversation about, maybe we can even get a Tupac in there. And Biggie in there. We get this conversation about Jay-Z and Nas. Let's settle this Jay-Z and Nas debate once and for all. The reason why we got to get more people, because I already know what the three of us are going to say already. Because if you look at our list, you already see what we're going to say. We got to get more people in here that might disagree with us. So,
yes. And we have to come with facts.
Yeah.
So we're going to give y'all the facts.
Yeah, we ain't going to give y'all just because we like
exactly.
Facts. Yeah.
Yes.
So thanks for tuning in with us tonight, man. We appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Anything Goes podcast. We're here going strong. See us this Tuesday for Hot Topic Tuesdays. We got some good topics coming up this week, man. A lot of stuff been going on in the news. Hopefully they don't die out before we get to them. Fam, still our people. Peace out. Let's get up out of here, man.
Peace.
Love y'all, man. We out.